Okay, let's have a little chat. Just you and me. We need to talk about the number one most popular, most unconvincing lie in human history. We all say it every single day. You know exactly which one I'm talking about. It's a classic, a true masterpiece of just getting through the day.
I mean, seriously, why are we like this? Why do we do this to ourselves? You know the moment. Someone just asks a simple, "How are you?" and poof, our brain just completely short circuits. It's like an automatic reflex, even when, our entire inner world is a complete and total raging dumpster fire. Oh, come on. You know what I'm talking about.
And there it is, the star of the show, the main character of today's Little Explainer. I'm fine. Just two little words, but oh boy, do they carry a lot of weight. We're talking the weight of 1,000 unspoken anxieties, the pain of burning your tongue on your morning coffee, the absolute soul-crushing dread of seeing your phone battery hit 1%. It is, without a doubt, our favorite emotional disguise.
All right, let's really get into this, because let's be honest, it's not even a choice we make, right? It's a reflex. It's just bam, it's out of your mouth before you can even think about it. It's like we've been programmed since we were tiny to just, smooth everything over. It's our brain's emotional autopilot, and it kicks in to save us from the sheer terror of, well, having a real, actual, messy conversation about our feelings. The horror.
And the gap between what we say and what we mean, it's legendary. On the outside, you're giving them this calm, cool, collected, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." But on the inside, ha ha ha, it is pure, unadulterated chaos. I'm talking the traffic was a nightmare, you spilled coffee all over your new shirt, and you're pretty sure your entire life is just quietly crumbling around you. I mean, we could literally be crying and still be texting, "Lol, I'm fine," with that smiley face emoji. Same.
Seriously though, we're all just walking, talking disasters who are pretending we have it all together. And honestly, that's a skill. It's a weird, maybe slightly unhealthy skill, but it is a talent we all share. We are absolute masters of the polite little performance.
But wait, it gets better. Because sometimes just saying "I'm fine" isn't enough, is it? No, no, no. We feel the deep primal need to perform it. This is what I like to call the fake smile upgrade. This is when we take this simple little lie and elevate it to like an Oscar-worthy performance.
Okay, so here's how it works. It's basically an art form. Step 1, you deliver the classic line. Step 2, you plaster on a giant smile that doesn't quite reach your eyes. You know the one? The one that's basically a silent scream for help? Step 3, you throw in a really forced, kind of awkward thumbs up for good measure. And then, the grand finale. Step 4, you double down, especially when someone dares to question your very convincing performance.
This is the crucial moment. Someone looks at you, they can see the pain in your eyes, and they ask, "No, really, are you okay?" And what do? You hit them with the, No, seriously, I'm good." At this point, you're so deep in the lie, you almost convince yourself. You're like, maybe if I just say it with more energy, the dumpster fire will put itself out. Quick spoiler alert, it never does.
Now look, this whole reflex isn't just for, bumping into a coworker at the coffee machine. Oh no. It truly thrives in certain high-stakes, high-pressure situations. These are the big leagues, the championship finals of saying, "I'm fine."
Okay, let's run through the scenarios. You're at a family gathering and an aunt asks, "So, how's life?" You just smile and say, "Oh, it's fine," all while your bank account is literally sending out an SOS. Or you're at the doctor's office. On a scale of 1 to 10, how's the pain? You're like, "Oh, it's fine," maybe a 3 when you are clearly at a 12. Or how about when a friend calls and asks if everything's okay, and you're like, "Yep, totally fine," as you mentally replay every single awkward conversation you've had since 2007. We've all been there.
And really, it all boils down to one simple rule, doesn't it? It just feels like admitting you're not fine is like losing some kind of invisible social game. So politeness wins, and our honesty, well, it just takes a little nap for a while.
So here's the big takeaway from all this. You're not weird. You're not broken. You're not even a bad liar, really. You are just a card-carrying member of a massive, global community of people who are all, faking it together. We're all just a little too polite, or maybe a little too scared to admit what's really going on.
And then, of course, there's the aftermath. That quiet moment when you finally get home, you shut the door, the mask comes off, and you can finally admit it to the one person who knows the truth, yourself. You just let out a big sigh and go, "Okay, I am not fine."
And that little moment of honesty feels so good, right before you get up and do the exact same thing tomorrow.
You know what? Let's reframe this whole thing. This isn't a character flaw. It's a very weird, very universal coping mechanism. I mean, seriously though, think about it. The ability to survive on a diet of forced smiles and quiet internal sighs, that's not a weakness. That is our collective, slightly dysfunctional, but very real superpower.
Okay, so now it's your turn. I have to ask. We all have that one story, right? That one time you insisted you were fine when everything around you was just spectacularly on fire. So what is your most epic, most ridiculous, most legendary I'm fine moment?
Go on, drop it in the comments. I want to hear it. Let's all laugh, cry together about this. And hey, if you spent this whole time nodding along like, yep, that's me, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more dives into our wonderfully weird human brains. Thanks for hanging out.